Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk Andor. And I can't tell you how excited I am for this and the next episode. I'm making some assumptions, but I figure these next two episodes are going to be all about this heist that Cassian has sort of been thrown into last minute. We are stealing the entire quarterly payroll for an entire sector of the Empire. It'll cause dissent amongst the ranks. It'll have all sorts of information useful to the rebellion. It may fund the rebellion for who knows how much longer. Because apparently the Empire is a straight cash society. I haven't heard anything about credits or direct deposits or anything like that. I love myself a heist movie. I love myself a proper war movie. And we're getting both of those things in this show. It looks amazing. It feels great. There's other stories happening too. I'm super curious to learn more about what's going on within the Empire. We fired Karn last episode. He's gone home to mom. I don't know if we're going to continue with his story. Is he going to sign up with the Empire, or is he going to go on a voyage of self-discovery? Who knows? We met, I think she's a Lieutenant Miro last episode. I think that's her name. And she's trying to gain jurisdiction over the attack on Ferrex. Looking forward to seeing if we jump into those stories more, but honestly, I'm all about the upcoming heist on Aldhani. Tell me more. So excited. But you know what? Throw me some Mon Mothma and some more Luthen. Introduce some more cells within this proto-rebellion that we're starting to form. Mon Mothma hinted that she wanted to bring somebody new in. Who is that? I feel like Bail Organa's already in the loop with everything. He's been actively organizing things against the Empire since almost immediately after Order 66, so I don't think it's Bail. Who it is, I honestly don't know. Is it somebody we know, or is it somebody, is it Saw Gerrera? Is it... who knows? There's so many options. There's so many people that we know who are active in the galaxy at this time in our story. So only thing to do is watch. Let's jump into it, guys. This is episode 5, and it's called The Axe Forgets.
Charge out there. A stolen Imperial Star.
Oh, and shout out to Doc Brown, who I didn't recognize from Taskmaster last episode.
What we need to know is, are you in all the way?
Let's get to it.
Oh, just the recap gives me chills. So excited. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you're jobless?
You're slouching. Is that how you've been presenting yourself to the world? That would explain a great deal.
Mother.
You might as well wear a sign that says, I promise to disappoint you.
I like her.
You have no future prospects.
I'll find a way.
I'm calling Uncle Harlow. I'm calling in the family favor.
What does Uncle Harlow do? What? What's happening? Someone take his bag or something?
It's all there. Bill asked me to have a look. You didn't come with much. That plus the bad arms, pretty clear you left wherever you were in a hurry. Corporate issue. Whose is this?
Didn't get a name.
You know what this means, don't you? Yeah, I saw your eyes go right to it.
Was he a slave?
You dead?
So where were you?
Sipo. Youth Center. 3 years. I was 13 when I went in.
Prison, okay.
They built a lot of cages, huh? The axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
There's your title.
That's why you're here? Revenge?
Yeah, that's good enough for now. I didn't mark you for a team player.
It always breaks at the weakest point.
Nemec's a surprise. He's green, but he's all in. He's a true believer. Sinterkast, She is stone cold and fearless. She's already sharing a blanket, if that's what you're wondering.
And the lieutenant?
Without him, there's no plan.
He could be walking us right into a trap.
Yeah.
Here to win and walk away.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah. The amount of distrust in that camp.
Take something for the ride.
What?
We need to be going.
Oh, change in plan. Dad's taking me.
Get your coat. It's not up for discussion.
We're getting
you
Mon
serious?
Mothma's
Am I serious?
family life.
Go, you're off the hook. You're only doing it to show off.
What would I be showing off?
You're involved somehow. Nobody cares. You can relax.
That's just so hurtful.
That's my point. It's all about you, isn't it?
If only
So
you knew what I
appreciative
was
support.
doing. Wow. Rebels have families too. Why do I love that so much?
That's an old one.
One of the best navigational tools ever built. Can't be jammed or intercepted, something breaks, you can fix it yourself. There's a growing list of things we've known and forgotten, things they've pushed us to forget. Things like freedom.
Emic sees oppression everywhere.
Skeen pretends not to listen, but I know the message is sinking in.
I like
He's
these
writing a
guys.
manifesto. Did he tell you?
Our elemental rights are such a simple thing to hold, they will have to shake the galaxy awfully hard to loosen our grip.
I'd like to hear what Clem believes.
I know what I'm against. Everything else will have to wait.
You're my ideal reader.
Clem?
Should we continue?
Don't throw it away. It's valuable dream milk.
It's on an overhead rail.
Has to be, yeah.
So calibrating the weight.
What about it?
How would you do it?
Is this a test?
It's a simple question.
They don't know.
You don't know how to get it off the runway, do you?
Answer the question.
You really don't. It's ready to go. That's how they keep it. You're sure of that?
Yes, we're sure.
Hard.
Lieutenant Gorn is in there every day.
What were you gonna do if I wasn't here?
Might have been ugly, but we'd have figured it out.
I'll pilot.
No, you'll do as you're told.
I'm flying it. We can say it's your idea. I don't care, but if it's my ass on the line, I'm pulling this thing out of there.
He's clearly the most knowledgeable. I love these goats. I'm trying to figure out, like, is that a real species?
No, the real thing has a downhill pitch, but the distance is right.
So they
Down there.
built their little
Where's it
mock-up.
coming from? You are Imperial Private Clem. Shoulders back. More.
Don't touch me. If you want something, you tell me.
Form up.
Oh, I'm so jazzed. Okay, we're back on Ferrex. I think this is Ferrex.
Could I be made prefect? You can wear a ball gown if you'd like. Just get this up and running before my next staff meeting.
Yeah, it's Ferrex. And it's now under Imperial control.
Lieutenant Gorn will be out front. He's the leader. He's the gatekeeper. So eyes on him at all times.
What are they doing?
Never mind about them.
He's left-handed. Should swap sides.
Why switch sides?
You want your weapon on the outside.
Fine. Let's switch.
Alright. Cassian's
Any other suggestions?
proven he pays attention. Uh-oh.
Wait!
Oh shit.
What
Ties.
are the guns?
We're just farmers. Shepherds. Just come screaming over that ridgeline, yeah. That's crazy.
Surprise from above is never as shocking as one from below.
It's amazing how cool they are when they're just above the surface like that. I love it.
How many do you think we'll have tomorrow?
I don't know.
Still enough to smell them, right? Can you imagine this place with a couple of thousand of them?
Yes. I can.
I love that this is on location. I wonder where they're shooting all of this.
How's your arm?
It's good. You're a healer. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just moving your stuff.
Don't ever.
And you can dress yourself.
Who packed these charges?
That would be me.
You're gonna stay away from my girlfriend.
So I'll want weekly reports from Ferrex, and I want to keep a tight hand on the budget. Now, what did I miss while I was gone?
I don't know what I'm doing. About any of it. It's too spread out to be organized.
But you don't believe that?
I know this. If I was them, this is how I'd do it. I'd spread it out.
That's what Luthen's doing, right?
It's too random to be random.
2 more files each.
Take a couple caffeine pills, keep at it all night. Well, burning the model. I hope we don't lose the whole team here. Too early for a major setback.
To the rebellion.
To the rebellion.
Ha ha ha. The goats are set free, and off we go. Are we gonna get the whole heist this episode? Or are we gonna have a massive cliffhanger when things inevitably go wrong?
He said he never felt police work was your chosen path.
What field is it he thinks I should be pursuing?
He said he wanted to think about it. I stressed that it was a large enough mistake to be deeply educational.
Yes, I heard some of that.
Our conversation.
Your side of it? Hard to miss.
What's an Imperial lieutenant doing, getting involved with this?
He fell in love with a local woman, lost a promotion. Then he lost the woman. Everyone has their own rebellion.
He lost his Aldani woman. Copy that. So that's what they'll be stealing. Jeez.
As you were.
What a massive set. This is awesome for television.
Schedule for tomorrow.
May I speak plainly, sir?
Plainly and quickly.
Perhaps you'll be lucky enough to be there for the eye.
The idea of being this close and not seeing it. Their morale might be crushed by having anything more than an essential roster down here tomorrow night.
Make sure the men know how close they've come.
Make them think it's their idea. They just talk themselves into emptying out the interior. Look at all the credits!
Don't move. Because you know what'll happen. There we go. I knew you were lying. I knew it. Look, Sky Kyber. He's been hiding it.
Skeen?
He won't say why he's here, where he's from. He doesn't say what he believes in, and now this? Who brings a treasure to a robbery?
We don't have time for this.
I need to know who I'm riding with.
You know exactly who I am.
Put the weapon away. Give him the stone. You can kill each other later. Talk when we're safe.
Is that an Imperial shuttle?
I'm being paid.
What?
Yeah, I'm here for the money. You can't live with that? I'm not worth it? I'll walk away and wish you luck.
You knew this.
The choice was take him or call it off.
You should have told us days ago.
Maybe so.
It just would have been something else. The day before is always hard. Too much time to worry.
You think we're scared?
I know you are.
Maybe you're the one that's afraid.
Of course I'm afraid. But there's a difference between fear and losing your nerve. You want out of this. Don't use me as an excuse.
Oh, he's got a toy. Couple of toys. Oh, he's still obsessing on him. What does his uncle do? Is he gonna end up in the Empire? Alright.
She wants me to tell you about my brother. What matters is they killed him. He was a farmer. Imperial prefect came in, took his land, flooded it. He couldn't bear it, so he went in a boat and filled his pockets with stones.
What kind of farm?
Pepper trees. Centuries of them. That's as close to an apology as you're gonna get.
It's close enough.
Taramin's in charge now.
Where will you be?
If all goes well, we'll see you tomorrow night. No farewells tonight. Plenty of work to do together tomorrow.
So what are the women up to? They've changed their look.
I thought you were turning it off.
I was just going to.
You said that an hour ago.
I see a couple holocrons in the top shelf there.
Have you checked your walk-away pack?
Yes. There's nothing else you can do, Luthen. They're either going to be okay out there or they're not.
What?
It'll all be over this time tomorrow.
Or will it just be starting?
Or that?
Oh, I love the tension. But I'm really afraid we're not going to get into the actual heist this episode. Yeah. Oh! One of the things I love about a well-written heist is it's kind of like the inverse of a good murder mystery, but it tickles all the same thought processes and everything. It's not who did it, it's how are they going to do it. Because a heist never tells you the full plan in advance. They give you the basics, they rough in the here's the objective, and here's what needs to happen, but they purposely keep us in the dark enough that we don't know how they're going to do it exactly. And inevitably something will go wrong. There will be a mishap, an unexpected crisis. They'll have to solve it on the fly and escape by the seat of their pants, hopefully with the objective in hand. I love a good heist. They're some of my favorite movies, period. And they're hitting all the right notes in this show, too. The heist, the actual heist of any heist movie doesn't happen until the third act. It doesn't happen until late in the movie. So much of it is prep and getting to know the characters and dealing with new challenges as they arise, even before the mission itself begins. And that's what this episode was all about. It's the challenge of having a new member in the team at the last minute. Who can you trust? Who can Andor trust? Can any of them trust him? Especially when it's obvious that he's hiding something. Cassian comes out and says it in the end. I'm being paid. I wouldn't be here otherwise. And it's not that he doesn't believe in the same things as them, but he's also he hasn't had that moment that that's convinced him that fighting is the smart thing to do. He still thinks his goal is just to survive, and if he can steal from the Empire here and there, if he can make a living picking away at them, great, but he's not going to risk his life doing it. It's much more important to live, which is very different from the Cassian that we meet 5 years from now. So obviously there's a journey that he's going to take over these next 5 years. And I think we're going to see a few of those moments over the course of this season and the next, because we've already got at least 2 seasons of this show. I think that might be the full run. I think that might take us up to Rogue One, basically. But we're going to have some moments in this series where Cassian becomes motivated not just to be part of the rebellion, but to sacrifice everything for the rebellion. That this becomes his cause and this becomes his reason. So odds are he's going to lose some people along the way, because that tends to be when everyone else in the party tells their story, they lost somebody close to them. The lieutenant, he lost a promotion, but then he lost the woman that caused the promotion to be lost. This local Aldani woman. Skeen, his brother committed suicide when the Empire took away his farm. I have a funny feeling that Vel is Luthen's daughter, and if that's the case, I think they're both in it for the same reason. And could it be that for somehow or other, Luthen's wife, Vel's mother, died at the hands of the Empire? Certainly not unbelievable. And yes, other people in Cassian's exact same situation might feel differently. They might be more militant. They might be ready to die for the cause already. After all, the Empire, well, it wasn't really the Empire. It was the Republic that separated, well, that ruined his planet and separated him from his, well, killed his parents and then separated him from his sister. But it is the Empire that just shot up Ferrix. And I do wonder about the people back on Ferrix. Blevin just installed a new governor, the guy that wants to call himself prefect, I think is what he said. But yeah, so Ferrix is coming under proper Imperial rule. So I'm hoping we go back to some of those local Ferrix citizens that we met in the first couple of episodes, Bix and others, and see an organized rebellion cell start to form there as they fight back against the Imperial presence on Ferrix. I think that would be super cool to see, but I think we may also lose some people there. You know, what happens when the Empire kills Malva or something like that? Marva? Marva. I keep forgetting her name. But Cassian's adopted mom. So many long-term questions that I can see playing out over the course of the season. But what I'm so psyched for is next episode, because next episode we're clearly going to be into the heist. The heist is tomorrow when the eye opens up in the sky at night. So how cool is that going to be? I'm super excited for it. It's going to be a long week waiting, frankly, but it's going to be so much fun. Can't wait to see it. I hope you guys are in the same boat. And until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.